What's better than rocking beautiful brooches like this is knowing that you can make that brooch all by yourself. So when you wear it and go out, people are like, hey, I love your brooch. You're like, I made it. Alright guys, welcome to this beautiful DIY accessory tutorial where I teach you how to make amazing accessories like this. Today we're making this amazing beautiful brooch. We're using grain materials. I'll leave a link in the description of how I got this ribbon. I would also list out all the tools that I used, but basically the tools are the ribbon, felt circles, your hot glue, brooch pin, beads, coated beads in the size 8mm and 6mm, and what else? I mentioned hot glue. Yeah, hot glue, brooch pin, your half bead, which will be our center piece. So first of all, we're going to fold the ribbon in this way. I'm using 2.5cm grain ribbon. We're folding. Basically what this is about is making triangles, as many triangles, and folding our triangles atop each other. Now this is the same technique I used for the swamp grain brooch, which is also on the channel. I would leave a link to that brooch, so if you already know how to make that brooch, trust me, these series of brooches or accessories are going to be so easy to make. Alright, so what we're doing is folding and forming triangles and passing our needle through the tip of these triangles. So we're going to make these triangles are eventually going to form those petals which the beads were inside. I mean, that's how it would eventually look. One thing I've learned is to always make sure that as you fold your triangles, the tips are always pointed. You know, there are times that, especially when you're making so many, you just get tired and frustrated, but always remember to try as much as possible to keep the tip of those triangles pointed. As you fold, when you have a full tip made up of two triangles, you're going to pass your needle right through the top like I did there. And well, we're going to be doing this is one reason why you need to not cut your ribbon. There's no particular measurement I can give you for this particular design, so just be removing or unraveling your ribbon from the ribbon roll, just like I'm doing, because I mean, I'm gonna make 15 petals on this particular design, and if you wish, you could make more than 15. If you like, you could make up to 20. It really depends on you, so I can't give you a particular ribbon measurement. So if you like, when the triangles are becoming many, it will be best if you use a clip to hold. If you have a smaller clip, you could use that too. So I keep folding and folding until I've folded out 15 triangles as shown in the video. Now we have our 15 triangles. Now this is how, after passing on our needle through the last triangle or petal, the petal is made up of about 2 to 4 triangles, I guess 4. After making the triangles, you cut off your excess ribbon and put it aside, and then heat seal, because these ribbons, they loosen easily. Heat seal in this way, and that's our needle and thread, which was at the tip of which we were passing from at the tip of each triangle. We would, you know, pass it round, make it go all the way around. And now we're going to pass our needle into the piece, in the middle of the piece. Alright, after passing it down, we're going to join the first and last triangle by passing our needle through both and making a knot as seen in the video. After this, we're going to heat seal. There's always some loose ends hanging around, so make sure you heat seal all the loose ends to avoid our ribbon loosening. So after making our knot, the next thing we will do is to cut off our excess thread. After cutting that off, we would attach our beads. First set of beads we're attaching is the 8mm coated beads, as seen. We're going to attach at the tip, almost at the tip of each petal, and this is how we're going to do it. Guys, if you're loving this video so far, please do like this video and subscribe to this channel so that you could get notifications when next I put out content like this. Alright, after attaching or showing you how to attach the beads, we're going to just repeat this all the way around on all 15 petals, after which we're going to pass through the first and second and third, I guess, pass through them to secure your work, after which you would then make a knot at the back of all knots should be made at the back of the piece itself. Alright, so now that we've passed our first set of beads, we're going to repeat this exact same procedure using 6mm beads, which are a bit smaller. We're just going to fold right on top of the first set of beads and pass the smaller beads in between as shown in the video. Alright, just as we did the first row of beads, we're going to pass this 6mm beads right on top the 8mm beads. We're going to do the same thing all around the whole piece. Alright, so now that we've done that, the next thing is to find a way out of that circle with our needle. Just pass it downwards and exit just right there, and then make sure that our needle is tight enough by making our work is secured enough by making a loop, by making a knot, sorry. Make sure you make a knot. All knots should be at the back of the piece if possible. It should always be at the back of the piece. Cut our excess thread off, and now it's time to attach our first felt circle at the bottom of the piece. If you don't necessarily have to use a purple felt circle, you could always use white. Attach it at the bottom of the piece. Why we're attaching the first felt circle is because we need it to, form this little indentation in the middle of the piece, right? So we're going to pass our needle right through the center. We need to pass the needle through the center through the felt circle, up through the center, and back down. This is going to serve as an anchor to hinge or to pull down the work right in the middle to cause that indentation at the center. We're going to repeat this 2 or 3 times. Depends on you, depends on how deep your indentation is. After which we're going to attach, after which we're going to form a knot of our needle and thread. Just make sure your indentation is properly formed and looks okay. So we're going to make our knot right there, cut our excess thread off. Alright guys, next thing we're going to do is to attach our center piece, which is a half bead. We're just going to attach a dab of hot glue there and place neatly in the center of our work. We're going to make sure we apply some pressure with our hands so that our center piece can stay in place. After this, we would work on attaching our brooch pin to our brooch. So we're using the second felt circle. We're going to attach our brooch pin to it. If you have a bigger brooch pin, that's fine too. This is 2 centimeters, 2 centimeters length of brooch pin. I would suggest you use the 2.5 centimeters to the 3 centimeters. After attaching our brooch pin to the felt circle, we're just going to put a dab of glue on the back of the felt circle and attach, or place rather, directly on top of the first felt circle which was glued onto the work. Guys, if you love what you've seen so far, please like this video and subscribe to my channel so that when I push out content like this, you would get notifications on your feed. Alright guys, this is the last step of our work, and this tells us that we're done with our beaded ribbon brooch. Thanks for watching guys. Have an amazing day.